You can't calculate potential. I was talking to a friend the other day, and I asked him what was my strengths and weaknesses, and he was getting back to me, and we were talking about it. Along the way, we got into potential and how he feels that some people can overexhaust their potential, which I disagree. I grossly disagree. In fact, I think the notion of someone overextending themselves, overextending their potential, is ridiculous. And I'll tell you why. People usually don't know the extent of their potential. Usually, people do not go beyond themselves. Usually, people do just the bare minimum to get by. So, for people to, or for someone to say that you can overextend your potential, I don't think so. Because very few people know the extent of their potential. And even when you get to that wall, you can break it. Most millionaires who are self-made come from middle or poor backgrounds. What if they listened to the people around them? What if they wanted to be just like the people around them? Think about that. Where would they be? No one determines your potential. No one determines how great you will be or how great you can be. Yeah, you have physical limitations, but those physical limitations can be overcome with creativity. Think about it. What about Muggsy Bogues? He's not even 6 foot. He shouldn't even be in the NBA. How did he accomplish what he accomplished? How did he become such a star when I bet you everybody around him was doubting him? His environment was doubting him. The people around him was doubting him. What about Michael Jordan? Michael Jordan rode the bench. Michael Jordan was a bench rider. He airballed. The greatest basketball player of our time, probably ever, airballed. Used to ride the bench. Who determined his potential? Was it his environment? Was it the people around him? Was it his teammates? Was it his parents? Was it his teachers? Was it his coach? What about Steve Jobs? Steve Jobs was an orphan. Did he let that determine his potential? No one determines your potential. No one determines how great you can be. Even your physical limitations can be overcome with creativity. Some things are absolute, but nothing is impossible. Nothing is impossible. No one. If you're not having big dreams, if you're not thinking big, if your dreams, if your goals do not scare you, if they do not wake you up at night, if you are not failing in the process of reaching your goals, of reaching or becoming the person that you want to be, then you're just wasting your potential. You're just wasting it. You're just wasting it. Because everyone can have a weakness, but nothing is impossible. And only you determine what's possible for you. No one else. Not your environment. not the people that surround you, not any institutions, not any systems. See, what needs to happen is we need to start weighing people's opinions by their work. We need to look at people and assess them honestly. Is this underachieving school teacher advice worth it? Like, is it valuable? Does it pertain to me? Is it relative to me? See, people who do not accomplish big things or don't even have the will to accomplish big things, of course, they're going to tell you what your potential is. Because someone is telling them, they let someone tell them and dictate to them what their potential is. So that's why they're in a circle of underachievers. Underachievers love circling the wagon amongst themselves. And if anyone they see around them is winning and enjoying life, they will bring them down and make sure that they become an underachiever because they are scared of their potential. And they let someone tell them what they are capable of. But let me tell you, don't allow it to happen to you. Because you are capable of much more than what you think. Your potential is much greater than what you think. Your limit is much higher, and most times you can break it. Always strive to be the better person than you were yesterday. Always strive to know more, to be greater, to do more, to dream bigger. Always strive for constant growth, and no one will be able to determine your potential. So Gus the Entrepreneur. Like, subscribe, and stay vigilant.